And welcome once again. This morning we say a welcome to Scott Ruszkowski. He is the relatively new South Bend Police Chief. Thanks for being with us this morning.
Well, thank you for having me.
You know, this is something that you didn't necessarily want. It kind of came to you after 27 years in the force. You've been in the job now for a couple of weeks, a few weeks now, but you've been around the force for 2 decades plus. What is really in your mind and needing the most attention right now to move your department forward?
Well, there's a lot of internal and external mechanisms that I'm looking at. You know, the vision you have from a different perspective, a different seat that I was in previous to this, sure looked a heck of a lot different than what it does right now. So there's a lot of things that very, very quick to happen that need addressed. So again, it's taking every little portion that I can and putting into the big picture.
Yeah, the number one issue for every police department, not just in South Bend, is addressing violence, and specifically violence in some of the inner city areas. What do you think is the best way to end some of this violence that we're seeing?
Without a doubt, the collaborative conversations at minimum between the police and our public. We are the public, and the public is the police. It's just that simple. And to have that communication, that respect and the dignity and the fairness afforded to everyone in the public and to the police, I think speaks volumes and will go a long way.
It's really a two-way street.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and you need these people to come forward to tell you what they see.
Yes, absolutely.
Do you think there's an issue with trust among the community?
No, I don't believe that at all. A lot of people will say, and that seems to be the mantra around the country, is distrust between the public and police. I don't believe that. There is a disconnect, and we're fixing the disconnect.
There's been a big push, a major push over the last 6 to 8 months or so, especially after the Ferguson, Missouri thing, to get more minorities on the South Bend Police Department. Some saying that the numbers are disproportionate compared to the population. Do you see that as an issue?
Well, yeah, obviously we look at everything, every perspective, and yes, I do. I mean, people are comfortable talking to or talking with people who look or have the same culture or background as them, and that's completely understandable. But again, dignity, respect, and fairness afforded by anyone, no matter the gender or skin color, police or public, need 100% same opportunities, and that's exactly what we're going to do and look at, and we're going to increase our minority and gender.
There's always a stigma perhaps attached to the question of diversity, and some were concerned that perhaps there could be a quota system. How do you address hiring more diverse police force without having some sort of a quota system?
Well, we can't do it ourselves, obviously. I mean, we have 260 police officers who are our best recruiters, but not the best recruiters. That's what our community is for. And I think through conversations, through every program that we have, and through every interaction that we have, again, we are our own best salespeople, but our community is the best salespeople for us, to get the community, to get people that they know from our own backyard on the police department.
And ultimately, do you think that question is going to make the city safer? I think that being collaborative, and again, with the dignity, respect, and fairness that we have and should be showing on the two-way street, I firmly believe that's exactly what will happen. We will have a much safer community. Okay. Chief Scott Ruszkowski, thanks again for joining us this morning. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Congratulations.